So For a Few Dollars More is a 1965 sequel to A Fistful of Dollars, with Western regulars director Sergio Leone and actor Clint Eastwood coming back for the sequel. Here, Eastwood returns to his role of the man with no name. Now he's become a bounty hunter on the hunt for El Indio, played by the always reliable Gian Maria Volonte, a bank robber who plans to rob the Bank of El Paso. However, things get more complicated when another bounty hunter, played by Lee Van Cleef, is revealed to be after the same bounty. This movie is actually my personal favourite of the Dollars trilogy. I don't think it is as good as Once Upon a Time in the West, but it outshines most other westerns of the time period, and has a lot more character work than you might expect going into it. Many characters' true allegiances are not revealed until later into the movie. Mortimer, for instance, played by Lee Van Cleef, starts the film as the presumed antagonist. He begins the film by mercilessly gunning down an outlaw with a sinister theme accompanying him. This is in comparison to the man with no name, who gives his first victim a chance to come back with him alive, only killing him when his own life is threatened. However, our impression of both characters is completely different by the end of the movie. Further on, we found out Mortimer is actually an ex-army man and is actually quite honourable. He always sticks to deals and plans made and is excellent at predicting his opponent's next move. And by the end of the film, we learned that he was not actually here to kill El Indio just to make some quick money, but as revenge for killing his sister. The man with no name, however, is shown by the ending of the movie to be very overconfident and actually quite dishonourable, as shown by him breaking his deal with Mortimer without informing him beforehand. He also is entirely in it for the money, and to him, as the opening tagline to the film says, "Where life has no value, death sometimes has a price." The villain of the movie, El Indio, is not quite as multi-layered as our two protagonists, but he's still a very intimidating screen presence and does have a lot of unique character traits, such as his sense of honour, as shown in the scene where he refuses to shoot the person who arrested him in the back, as that's how he caught him and will not do the same thing that he did. He also surprisingly does genuinely care about a few people in his gang, but not as many as most of them he stabs in the back to get more money, but still. Gian Maria Volonte also turns in a really great and menacing performance. He makes El Indio feel very volatile and like he could snap at any moment. Also, moving on from the characters, the plot is really great this time around too. The first half is actually somewhat of a heist film, but not told from the perspective of the robbers themselves, but rather from the perspective of the infiltrator trying to take them down. After they successfully rob the bank, the thieves all hide out in one village, and the film slowly morphs into a one-location thriller about all these different parties double-crossing each other for their own gain. In that sense, it is somewhat of a two-act movie. I've never seen a western with the same kind of structure as this, let alone pulling it off so well. Every twist adds to the plot in some way, whether it be to further the characters over two protagonists, or to create more tension and stakes. The acting is really good too, especially from Gian Maria Volonte, who I think might give his career best performance here. Clint Eastwood is obviously good here, but I was surprised at how great Lee Van Cleef's performance was too. And all the emotional beats wouldn't work as well as if the performance wasn't as good as it was. Also, oddly enough, Klaus Kinski, who starred in movies like Aguirre the Wrath of God and Fitzcarraldo, makes an appearance here. I hadn't heard about it going into the movie, and it was a nice surprise seeing him. The character he played and his performance were very entertaining to watch too. The cinematography this time around actually improves on A Fistful of Dollars if you ask me. Not to say that the film's cinematography was bad at all, but it did feel somewhat like Leone was just doing a Kurosawa impression in the way he staged everything. Here, he brings a more unique visual style. There's a lot more close-ups here, and especially more shots from lower angles. The colour palette used in cinematography is also slightly darker. Instead of the white to yellow in the original, it focuses more on yellow to orange colours, and it makes the film look more memorable. Overall, For a Few Dollars More is one of my all-time favourite westerns, with some really great plot structure and character development, and I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. I've got some more videos that are nearly finished, which hopefully should be uploading soon. I also will return to finish the trilogy with a review of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly soon. And maybe after that, I might do a review of Once Upon a Time in the West, which is my favourite with Leone's westerns. I was also thinking about doing a review of one of Jean-Luc Godard's movies. I haven't seen many, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.